Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Rex. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what I did to swap these two bodies onto each other's frames. This is the 2010 holiday buggy on the SRB frame. And this is a 2010 Rough Rider body on the DTO2 chassis. And I think they look exceptional. Here's a before picture so you can see how they look. And you can see how they look now. We'll go ahead and start with the holiday buggy. The reason I bought this model was because I was attracted to the sand buggy look. It was an easy purchase to decide on because you also get the proven two-wheel drive platform that was underneath of this. Although I wasn't a fan originally of the wheels sticking out, I still loved and enjoyed it very much, bashing and track racing. Well, one day I was organizing my display, and I stopped and stared at these two buggies which were in front of me. And immediately noticed the track width differences, and said, hey, I think the holiday buggy will fit on the SRB. I immediately removed the bodies and tried to dry fit them. Of course, it was not as simple as just swapping the bodies. So I left the idea for a later date because I knew one thing is always guaranteed in life, and that's change. Well, that later date came, and I decided it's time to cut these guys up and create a change. I had to dry fit it without the radio tray cover because the radio tray cover has a bulge in it that sadly gets in the way of Cowboy Kai's plate. And I don't want to change the way Cowboy Kai is sitting in there. I like it the way it is. I quickly realized the rear had a lot of space to work with, so I didn't bother with that, and I started focusing on the front. As you can see here, there's some giant holes that I butchered. The holiday buggy already had a set of holes for it to fit the DTO2 shock towers in, and that were these smaller holes up the top. So I took it upon myself to why not just continue making these holes bigger so I could fit everything else in here. I understand this is botchy and maybe heinous to look at for some, but I don't mind the holes for now. Now that I fit the body on properly, I was pondering a clip system, how to do this, how to mount the body on. And then I realized that the stock body post was actually down in there. It wasn't this high at first. The stock body post was much lower by about a couple millimeters. But what that is the shaft that holds the servo saver. So luckily, I had a perfect size spacer that was 2 millimeters thick, and I slipped it underneath this body post, therefore raising the body post up enough that I could use the factory post to hold this body on. That was too perfect. With the front done and figured out, I had to move on to the back. After a bit of studying, I realized that maybe using the stock body retaining towers for the DTO2 was a good idea because of the way it clips the body in. The clip system, it's great. So I removed it from the DTO2, put it on the body, lined the body up, and noticed that it had perfect spacing almost to mount the tower onto the roll bar. As you can see, there was a gap. Not a big deal because I had some cutting board left over from a custom shock tower project I just did, and I mocked it up, cut it out to add in that extra space that we needed to fill in the gap so that we could still use this factory body retaining system. To do this, I ended up roughing up both pieces of material, both plastics, so I could glue them together with goop and super glue. I used a super glue activator to make sure the super glue hardened immediately. And then I actually used hot glue to fill in the empty spaces, just to try and get it more uniform and more of a solid piece, like a one unit. Once these two pieces of plastic were done and mounted together, I roughed up the roll bar with sandpaper on the side that I was going to glue the plastic onto. and I glued it together using shoe glue or goop. And that held on really, really well after it dried. I gave it a few tugs, and I think I'd have to pull on it pretty hard to pull it off. Like, of course you can pull it off, there's no doubt. But I'd have to crash this pretty hard to get that to break off. Ended up putting more goop all on the outside, just to fill in all the cracks and spaces, again, just to get it more uniform. I used 2 zip ties to then secure this to the bar even more. So I don't know how strong this will be, but I'm not really going to be driving this thing very hard at all. This one will be a model style drive. Nice and slow, putting around, grass, sand, in between trees. And voila, it was done for now. It looks more scale and more like the original when I put the body on. The only thing left now is to throw some electronics into it and go play with it. There you go, it retains the stock clipping system. I love this, how it worked out so well. And that's how we did that one. All right. Next was to figure out the Rough Rider body on the DTO2 chassis. Same process. I dry fitted it in and realized that the body could be Velcroed to the sides of the chassis. Meaning all I had to do was butcher the body to get it to fit around the shock tower. I didn't have to come up with a mounting system. It's actually Velcroed. Small strips of Velcro. Right on the side. I couldn't ask for an easier job. All I had to do was make clearance for these towers. So I made clearance here and here. Made clearance for the rear towers. Clearance for here. And clearance back here. To fit around the frame. And that was it. That's how easy this one was. And if you ask me, I personally like it much better this way with a wider stance and this body. With this body on the SRB chassis, I found it made the body look too big, the wheels too small, the character was all tiny. It just, the proportions were off. I loved it either way. I still love it, but the proportions were a little off. And I felt like I wanted to feel a bit of a change. So now with the wider stance and the bigger wheels, this looks like it's a smaller cross-cart vehicle as opposed to a large buggy. So I took out the driver character, which is tiny. And I'm painting up a Willy right now to replace him. A much bigger character. So this looks like a giant vehicle when you put this guy in there. But when you put Willy in there, all of a sudden it's like a small cross-cart. Like a little 200cc buggy. That's not even mentioning that the DTO2 is a pretty good vehicle on track, and with this body on, I think it'll look so good going around the track. Yeah. So I'll be going to the track with this soon. I can't wait to get it running. It's already got electronics in it. It's already ready. I just got to finish the Willy character and figure out how to mount him in there or where to mount him. It's running a 12-turn brush system, and I run this on both 2 and 3S. With the hard body though, I'll probably just stick with a 2S. So yeah, that's it for the video. I think there's not much else to say. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments down below. Alright guys, if you've stuck around this long and you're still here, then you're lucky enough to be able to hear the details of the giveaway that I'm hiding in this video. The reason I'm hiding it is because I'd like the people who have been with me from the beginning to really make sure they have a chance at winning. A lot of people who are subscribed to me don't actually watch my videos, so I want the people who actually watch my videos to have a better chance. Alright, so the rules of the giveaway are subject to change without notice, but they are currently as follows. Must be subscribed, hit the thumbs up on this specific video, and comment down below your favorite RC car of all time. That's it. I will be using a random comment selector from the internet and recording my screen while I do it. And I'll share it most likely live, so there's no trickery. I will select 3 winners and start at the top, and move down to the next people if the first winner selected is not eligible. The winner will email me, and I will provide them a code that the winner must edit into their original comment to include that code that I've given them. And that's how I will verify that the winner is actually the winner. Stipulation: I will ship this for free if the winner is in North America. Not this. I'll ship the prize. I'll ship the prize for free if the winner is in North America. But if the winner is outside of North America, you can still qualify if you are ready and willing to cover shipping costs. I think that's kind of fair. Now, what's the prize? I figured it was only fitting considering one of my favorite cars of all time has become the holiday buggy that I give away. A holiday buggy. Here it is, new in a sealed package. I did go and spend my own money on this so that I could gift it to one of you. It includes a Hobbywing ESC and it's the holiday buggy kit. I was really happy when I got my box, and I hope whoever wins this will be very happy as well. I'm really happy that I could do this. I'm not made of money, and actually quite low on it right now, but I picked up one of these because I really wanted to gift one of you something, and I'm not going to get into the habit of doing giveaways. This is not a review channel. This is not a giveaway channel. This is just Rex's Journey channel. And, you know, I'm not saying I'll never do reviews or anything, but I want to stay authentic. I want to make sure I give an opinion on a car only if I've actually played with it and really, truly driven it. And my opinion on this car, myself, is that it's flippin' awesome, and I really want one of you guys to also get to play with one of these. That's it. I don't know what else to say. I'm probably forgetting stuff. But anyway, again, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this specific video. Leave a comment of your favorite RC car down there, wherever your comments are. And that's it. See you in the comments below. And good luck and make it a great day. Peace out, friends. Okay, so when does giveaway end? I feel like 1 week is fair. It seems like most of my subscribers that actually watch my videos usually have watched my video within the week. I just don't want to leave it stretched out too long, and then maybe some people share the giveaway and it just gets blasted out to too many people. I want to be loyal to the people that have been with me, and I want to be loyal to the people who are hanging out with me all the time. Let's do 7 days from the date of this video. Yeah.